Here it is, the all-new 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 4500 HD.
Hi, we're at the Work Truck Show. We're here with John Schwegman. He is Director of Commercial Product and Medium Duty for GM Fleet, and he's here to talk to us today about the brand new Chevrolet Silverado 4500 HD and some of the general specs.
Okay, thank you. And I want to spend a couple minutes talking to you about the all-new Silverado HD. So a few things that I wanted to cover is I want to start with the powertrain. All Silverado 45, 55, 6500s are going to be powered by the Duramax 6.6-liter diesel engine. It's going to have best-in-class horsepower at 350 horse and 700 pound-feet of torque. Every engine is also going to be mated not only with a Duramax, but with your choice of several bulletproof Allison transmissions. So we think that combination is going to be fantastic. It'll be available in two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. From a cab configuration, you'll have regular cab or crew cab options. And so those are the first few things I wanted to point out. But what we think is best in class in terms of a powertrain lineup. Now, with the powertrain, you can have a great powertrain, but you have to have a great frame to go with it. So let's talk about the frame here for a minute. So probably the biggest difference when you look at this truck compared to competition that's out there is we have a single piece frame rail. From front to back, it's one piece. There's no rivets, there's no welds, and there's no interference points. There's nothing on the top that gets in the way of upfits. So 100% of these vehicles get bodies put on them. And so staying clear of the upfitter space is critically important. So the frame also is painted. We're the only competitor in this market that paints the frame for additional corrosion resistance. So that's a couple other things to point out. You can see the leaf spring suspension. We also have the only available air ride suspension option. That'll be a factory option. It'll be combined with an air compressor in the front end. So those are a couple key things to point out. But the easier the trucks are to upfit, that means lower cost, better order to delivery time, and it'll get to a customer much quicker. So those are some really key things. But the frame is really the biggest difference. Other the competitors have three-piece, they have welds, rivets, and what we think are more interference points than what we have on the all-new Silverado. Let's talk a little bit about serviceability. Routine service will be needed on these trucks, and I think the key part is when it comes time to service the engine, access to the engine is really important. So we have the only truck that has a clamshell hood design. With one hand, you can open it up, walk right up to the engine, and perform routine maintenance. The wheels themselves have a 50-degree cut, which means if you got in and turned the wheels full tilt, the wheel will get out of the way. I can walk right up to the engine compartment and start working on it. Competitors will have to do one of two things. Technicians will have to get up on ladders, or they have to start taking the front end, the bumper off, the grill off, and other things. So access to the engine to perform routine maintenance and service is going to be much easier and much quicker with the all-new Silverado. Now, I talked a little bit about the wheel cut. 50 degrees will give it best-in-class turning radius and maneuverability. It'll be better than anybody else with a 50-degree wheel cut. Now, you can see the height of the cab. This is a 4x4. It sits up pretty high, so you have a command view of the road. But the design of the front end, and let me just close this back up. One-handed operation. The design of the front end, even though you sit high, you have the best downward visibility of any medium-duty truck in the market because of the slope of the hood. So great command view of the road, but great downward visibility. So those are just a few things on the all-new Silverado 45, 5500, and 6500.